have a horse that will kick the horse behind him every time?
So you have to kind of ask yourself a little bit. That's a little tougher one to just fly an answer back. It depends a little bit on what's going on. So for example, is it a mare or is it a gelding? If it's a mare, we might just have some cranky stuff going on and she's just kind of being a cranky mare. You know, sometimes when mares cycle, it's a tough time and they're more cranky and irritable. If it's a gelding, well then you start to ask yourself, what's going on? You know, what's causing this horse really to kick, okay? This is probably going to rub some people the wrong way, but here's how I'm going to answer it. If I'm riding that horse and he goes to kicking at somebody, what do you think I'm going to do on the back of that horse? Am I going to be an operator or am I going to be a passenger? So I'm going to tell you right now, old Bill Oliver is going to discipline that horse immediately. Like within fractions of a second, when I feel him hump up even a little like he's gonna, and I'll be already reading the body language. Come on, people, don't sit up there on your horse like a sack of potatoes and not feel or read any of this. If you feel him getting tight and he's starting to lay his ears back and the horse is getting up behind him, do something. Don't just sit there like a passenger and go, oh, he's gonna kick your horse, get back, get back. No, operate him. For goodness sakes, discipline him. People are going to be like, oh, well, what do I do? Bump him on the slack. Put your rowel in his ribs. Move his hind, something. I am not going to let, it's kind of like the other question about the horse losing forward motion, rearing up in the air and going over backwards. I'm just not going to let it happen. I'm not going to sit there and let it happen to me. Don't sit there and just let that horse kick the horse behind him. That's your fault. It's totally your fault. I promise you, most of those horses that do that, you put me on their back and I discipline them that'll happen about 2 or 3 times. Next time a horse walks up behind them, they'll be thinking, I need to be a little more worried about this guy on my back than that one back there. What it really boils down to is the horse has no respect for you on their back as the operator. You're at the dance and they are totally leading and you're totally following.